marital sacrifices we have to make.
Yes.
Yeah. Paid work trumps Facebook Live.
Yes, this is fun. So I'm trying to go live on YouTube. Let's see what happens.
All right. The other
If
gal
YouTube
also
wants to be my friend.
Sometimes these
it's totally working.
Sacrifices we have to make.
All right, well, we're gonna go live on YouTube.
Paid work trumps.
Screw you, Facebook.
Live. Now it's saying everything I said like a minute ago.
Oh yeah, wait, that's weird.
The other gal
YouTube
also
wants to be my friend. Wait, so now, it's totally working. All right. Okay. So I muted myself on YouTube. So now who knows what's going to happen, but I don't.
Can you hear me on YouTube? Is it still weird?
No, I muted it, so I can't actually hear it. So, all right, we'll see what happens. But, one person's watching, which is probably me.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know. And there's a major delay. So, all right, screw you, Facebook. I'm over you. Let's see. So, okay. I'm just going to not do the Facebook Live, I guess, unless I just do this. And I'm going to go live this way. We'll see what happens. All right. So I'm here today with my friend, Stacey Mandeville, and I love, and my mom's calling. Such is life in Corona time. No, Mom, I gotta go. I don't know why I picked up. I'll call you back. All right. Jesus Christ. All right. So I am live here today with Stacey Mandeville, 22 minutes after we were supposed to go live, because Facebook is not working and I am over the Zooming live to Facebook. So so basically if you're watching on Facebook, then you are looking at a picture of my computer screen. So my apologies, but this is just how we're going to do it today. You can go and watch it later if this is annoying. So sorry. I am recording it. Did I hit record? No, but now I am. All right. We're going to start over. Jesus Christ. Hi, welcome to Live at 5 a Cocktail. This is Corona time and nothing is fucking working.
Woo!
Woohoo! So I'm live on YouTube today because Facebook didn't want to be my friend. So anyway, Stacey and I are live on Zoom. Stacey is one of my go-to speakers for some of my events. She is awesome. She is a public speaking coach. And during a time where none of us are face-to-face meetings, I keep thinking, like, what would Stacey Mandeville tell me to do when I'm going live on CoronaTime? Well, sometimes in my car, Stacey, so my posture is not looking so good, and I'm drinking wine in my car, even though my car's not moving. So, you just got to do what you got to do during CoronaTime. So anyway, I keep thinking, like, there's got to be some tips out there for people that are doing, all of these virtual meetings and doing webinars and all this stuff. And I'm sure you, of all people, have some amazing insights that you can share with them. So I thought you would be a great guest for my CoronaTime Live at 5 talk. And my apologies to everybody for me coming on 22 minutes late. And my apologies to anybody that was, watching this shit show. And now Facebook's frozen on my phone. So people aren't even seeing it there anyway. So I'm so over that. When I go live by myself, I have no issues. So it's only when I try to bring on a guest. So anyway, thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it. And so here are my questions for you. So it's still trying to reconnect on my phone. Jeez.
Great.
Anyway, okay. So my question for you is, like, can you give us some tips on what we could be doing to, and maybe they're like, you don't even need to look professional anymore when you're sitting on these calls with your bosses. I mean, are people still getting dressed for work? Like, today's the first day I put on jeans with a button or pants with a button.
Did they still fit?
They actually do, because they're stretchy. Because I don't want to know if they don't fit. There's certain jeans I will not put on during CoronaTime. So, no. But I did put on pants with a button today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I even put on this sparkly necklace because people are like, oh, you're so put together. I'm like, no, I'm not. I just threw on a necklace. It's amazing what an accessory can do.
I dyed my hair for you. I
Oh,
box
it looks
dyed it. Yeah,
beautiful.
thank you.
Out of a box.
Out of a box. It's a little terrifying, but you got to make it work. Got to be glamorous. So I feel like people are going a lot more casual, and that's okay. But it depends on your personal brand, and it depends on your boss and your team and your career goals. So if you're completely crushing it and you know your boss and you're like BFFs and you have 100% job security and there's nothing that can shake you, you can look like Gollum and it doesn't matter. Makeup, hair, lighting, just get the job done. Your boss loves you anyway. If there's any doubt of your job stability at all, you want to keep stepping it up. You want to look and sound professional, always, in my opinion. That's just me, but my brand is to look and sound professional, so that's what I do. If your career goal is to continue moving up the ladder or be able to even move laterally, you want to dress the part still. And you may be wearing pajamas on the bottom, but you better look good on the top.
Or nothing.
Or nothing. And if you are rocking pajamas or commando on the bottom, you better make sure you got your pen, your coffee, all your stuff, because in case you get up and cross the camera, you don't want everybody to be flashing all your box office, as Dolly Parton would say. So yeah, you need to look the part for your goals.
That's great advice. So have you done a lot of Zooms while you've been home?
Weirdly, I have been Zooming every single day, all day, because I started a side hustle.
Oh.
And yeah, and funny, the side hustle was inspired by something that you sent me that I was hoping was something else. And then I thought, well, I can just do that. A while back when we could still meet in person, you sent out a thing that said, hey, are you a solopreneur, but you want to work together, but you don't want to work in a WeWork? Join us at the restaurant. And when I got your email, my first thought was, is this going to be co-working in my apartment in my pajamas, but we're all going to be on a call? And then it wasn't that. And then I thought, well, I could do that.
Why not?
So I've started a group. It's called Virtual Coach Working. You can go to virtualcoachworking.com. And it's like Zoom and WeWork had a baby and I'm running it.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
It's accountability, companionship, and coaching if you want it. And we do a little stretching and exercise, and we raise the roof if you hit your goals. And people are really liking it. So we've just finished our beta test, and now we're out there. So I'm Zooming every day.
Awesome. That is awesome. I love it. Wait, I need to write it down. Tell me again. Virtualcoachworking.com. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. All right. I'm going to send that to all the panelists, of which there are none.
Hopefully they'll come in later.
My God, I love that. So I know so many people that have started side hustles during this time, which I absolutely love. I mean, I spent like the first few weeks talking to so many of my clients that were like, how do I turn my business virtual? How do I do this online? What can I do online? And then I've seen like so many people popping up doing something completely different than what they normally do. Like a commercial real estate broker is now making like go back to work boxes, and people just doing all fun stuff. It's been so interesting to see like who rises to the occasion. I remember writing an article weeks ago. I don't even know how many weeks it's been at this point, but I read an article weeks ago about or I wrote an article talking about how I was so sick of seeing like all of the advertisements that, are basically on autopilot. And I was like, dude, save yourself some money. Like no one is signing up for your services right now. Like people Seriously. Are trying to like live another day. Like the last thing I want to see is like Brendan Bouchard or whoever like launching his next ClickFunnels. Like really? Yeah, I know. So
no one cares.
No one cares, and I keep getting the same emails from like a coach I follow, and I'm like, leave me alone. I'm not interested in you. So, anyway, so give me some tips. Like, how do I show up on a virtual Zoom as like my best self?
The first thing, of course, is lighting, and this is I don't think I have anything new and exciting to share. It's common sense stuff. Lighting goes in front of, behind the camera in front of you. Side lighting is bad. Daylighting can sometimes be bad. If it's gray out, you can look like a zombie because it's all blue. You want warm light, and you want it mostly in front of you. You don't want to be backlit. But so get on a Zoom, sign up for a meeting and check your lighting before you get on an important call to make sure that you look exactly how you want to look in front of the camera. Check your background. If it's messy, if it's weird, if it's striating in the camera, you got to fix that in some way, clean it up, hang a curtain over it, and check your camera angle. If you're too close like this is not fun for anyone to watch. I also have friends who are like, wet. It's like, I can't see or hear you. And then my true favorite is this. I love this. This is my favorite. I see it all the time. Like, really? You can't see that? So looking slightly up into the camera like you would your selfie, right? Look slightly up is probably your best camera angle. Posture, sitting down. You want to sit up and look up. So you're at your
here,
best.
Or should I be here?
Up a little taller is probably a little better. You want to have not too much space on top. I know I have a lot of space. I'm on an iPad, so there's not a lot I can do.
So
I think that looks really good. Yeah.
This is good. Okay. And so my lighting here, this is like the eye doctor. Is it better here or here?
I like it. I don't know. Let me see one.
Here. This is 1 or 2.
Okay. Go back to 1.
1.
Now, studio audience, for those who are playing at home, look at 1, stay on 1, the other one.
Stay on 1.
Now you see the one side of your face is kind of shadowed there.
Yes.
You don't want that. So you move over to 2, and now she's lit from the front and we can see all that beauty.
Yes, but I'm crooked. Hold on. So I need to scooch. So I actually have, I can't turn my computer around because I don't have enough slack. Maybe I can. So, although I'll probably blind everybody. So I'll show you. So I have this thing. So here, this is interesting. Ready? This is without my fancy light.
Right.
And then this is with the fancy light. This is the fancy light.
Yes, I just ordered one of those for myself. I'm so excited. My husband has professional studio lighting, but I like to eliminate the middleman. I don't want to have to bother him. So when you turn that light off, you get really that blue kind of situation.
And fuzzy, right?
Blue and fuzzy, and you want to be warm and clear. You want to be projecting warmth through the camera.
Am I warm?
You're warm.
I'm warm.
Yay.
Okay, yeah, so I totally just changed my lighting. Look at that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's awesome.
The other thing that you really want to be paying attention to is where you're looking. Now, if any of your people who've heard me speak know, we know, Stacy, eye contact is your most powerful tool, but there's no eye contact. It's a camera, I'm looking into the void.
Yeah.
If you're in a group of people and they're all talking, it's okay to look at them when they're talking. But if I'm looking at you in your picture, I'm not looking into the camera. If I want to connect with you and really make you feel like I'm looking at you, I have to stare into the void. And I have little stickers next to my camera to remind me to look up at the people. So for example, if you were talking to your boss, so I'm talking to you, I'm looking, blah, 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 but now I'm going to say the big numbers. So really, this project is going to cost $5 billion. But let me tell you how we're going to make that back 1,000-fold. You've made a choice about how you connect.
I like
so
it.
Eye contact is still number 1.
Yeah. Okay. So I do this all the time. So right now I'm looking at me.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look at yourself, cover yourself up.
Okay. But yeah, which is such a bad habit. But now I'm looking at you.
Right. And now it looks like you're looking in the corner.
At the camera.
Now it looks like you're looking at me.
Yeah, but that's really weird. Like I feel like I get a headache looking at the little green light.
Uh-huh.
So do I still look like I'm looking at the camera? I'm going to throw up, I think.
Yeah, you look like you're looking at the camera.
The green light is nauseating.
Yes. So cover up the light. Put some stickers there so your eyes have some. You have kids, right? Get some stickers.
Oh, yeah.
So that you have something besides the camera to look at. You could also put a photograph of some, like the beach or a person up on top. just right above a little tiny picture so that you can see, so that there's something to look at, but that is right near that camera. Stick it right next to it. Yeah.
Okay. So how's this
and-
now? Does it look like I'm looking at you?
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like being on a boat for me.
Yeah.
So, but I guess if I have to say I need $1 million, I can
Right.
engage with the camera just for that one part. And then I'll just go back to looking off to the distance where nobody is.
Right. But if you make that choice, then it's not so draining. Now, when I do an entire coaching, I have to deliver it all to the camera.
Yeah.
And I put a piece of paper over my picture because I will look at myself. I'm like, oh, look at my hair. Oh, I just did it. It's really nice. Oh, I'm doing a weird thing on my face. And I'm so vain. I have to just cover my face up and look at the camera.
Okay,
But
well,
when there's multiple people.
How am I looking now?
Right now, it looks mostly like you're looking at me. Where are you looking
Okay.
now?
I'm looking at you,
Mm-hmm.
but I changed my view on the screen to speaker view instead of gallery view. Oh, I wonder what that did on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Basically, it's just my face.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when you speak, it's your face. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay. All right. So I'm going to change it back. I'm going to drive everybody crazy. So there's a delay on the YouTube thing. So let's see us go back. Oh, okay. This is fun. This is like, like in real time. I like it. So let me ask you a question. So when you're on business calls, have you had people that are using like a virtual background?
Yes, I have, like that.
Okay. And you said before, like, when you move and you're always moving, it's really annoying because you get like this weird shaky thing going on. So I guess your recommendation would be, if you're a mover, don't use it.
That is correct. If you're a mover, it is very distracting. And depending on what your background is, it can be distracting because I know you're not there.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, well, that's a nice picture. I wonder if she went there or if that's a stock photo.
Is this more distracting or less distracting?
Yes. Like, I want to go to there. I want to go to the beach. And also the trees are blowing, but your hair's not blowing.
I know. I can get a fan or just have a child. Just have a child in front of me blowing my hair.
Have your children fanning or blowing on you. Also, fun fact, for anybody who, for some reason, would want people to read something on a Zoom call, I don't know about all platforms, but Zoom has a mirror function because people get freaked out by looking at themselves on camera because it's not a mirror image. We only see ourselves in the mirror. Right. But when you have mirror set up, you can't show words on the screen because it's flipped. But if you're the kind of person who wants to write on a whiteboard or have words behind you, you can take the mirror function off.
Huh.
By going into video and looking at other functions, I think, or more something. Yeah.
I must not have that on because I'm the right way.
Yeah. You might not have
stuff is on my left, and that is the entranceway on my right.
Well, and it's very weird. I played with the mirror situation, and if you go to the right, it looks like you're going to the left because it's no longer mirrored. It's freaky.
Huh. Yeah. I don't have that on. That would drive me crazy. That's a good tip.
But if you need words on the screen, like in your background, that's a tip. But you got to get used to your face.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking before I came on today, which was kind of funny, was no one's really going to see, or I was saying this to Kathy, because she was like, oh, you look so pretty. And I was like, what's funny? I was thinking I just need to blow this part of my hair and let the back go all crazy because I don't have time to do the whole head. Who the hell is going to know? Just like no one's going to know if I'm wearing a bra because you can't see below this right here. And no one's going to know if I'm actually wearing pants. So,
right.
Can you imagine what's going to happen when we all have to go back to work? Are we going to show up in meetings without our pants on?
We might.
Right.
Right.
We're the best. I was talking about this yesterday. Like, I'll sometimes, I'll turn my video off. Right. So it like just goes to my face. And now you just see this pretty picture of me. And I could be sitting here like texting and eating and drinking and doing whatever I want to do, or like, I could like completely go crazy and then come back on screen and be like, hi.
Like, what did she do? If you're facilitating a meeting, I would pretty much insist ahead of time that everyone be on camera. If it's a Zoom call, everybody should be on camera so they're not texting and doing other stuff.
Yeah.
It's how you keep people focused.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever use the webinar feature?
I have not used the webinar feature. I did a webinar recently called Fear and Loathing in My Webcam, which is a longer version of this. And the other guy ran it, and it was on GoToMeeting.
Gotcha. Because we're doing a webinar tonight with my synagogue, and we have like 170 people last time I looked that were coming. Wow. And they were like, well, why don't we do it like a meeting? And I was like, do you want to see 170 little boxes? Because that might be really distracting. Yeah. So we're doing it as a webinar tonight.
So when you do it as a webinar on Zoom, there's no interaction. It's more just
everybody else is watching. So this is a webinar. We don't have anybody watching. Kathy gave up on us. Don't blame her, right. Which is fine. But she'll usually like pop onto either one of them. But yeah, so I do it this way so that I could push it live to Facebook and have a guest, because otherwise you can't have a guest on Facebook, which we just learned. I'm gonna have to pull somebody on like next time I go live on Facebook to say I'm gonna delete this ridiculous recording.
Yeah.
So give me, what are some other good tips?
I don't use webinars as a general rule because I like interaction and I like to be able to see at least some of the people if I put it on a scrolling view, so I can see that people are awake and I can gauge their reaction, even if it's only 5 or 10 of them out of 100. So I generally stay away from webinar mode in general. Other tips: learn how to mime. If you're on a call with a bunch of people, if you don't mute of course you should mute everything. You should mute your microphone because we don't want to hear your kids, your cats, your snoring.
Like now, as they pound down the stairs, like doing anything live online right now. Yeah.
Right. Exactly like that. Or you typing if you're taking notes. But if you are not muted, every time you go, yep, it takes away from the person talking. And it doesn't leave room for the delay because you're constantly interrupting. So this nodding, okay, thumbs up, ugh, I don't like it, ha ha ha, laughing. I laugh silently all the time on my Zoom calls. I'm like, because I don't want to interrupt the speaker. This is my favorite, raise the roof for people. So becoming comfortable moving on camera so you can communicate without interrupting the speaker. It's a little bit more polite. There goes a kid. And really one of my big things is to make sure that you have plan A, B, and C. So, on Facebook Live, you never know what's going to happen. Hi, kids. That's okay. My cat could walk through the camera at any time. But for really important meetings, making sure you have the facilitator's texting phone number, having earphones in case your speaker goes out, having a laptop, you have your laptop, but you also have your iPad. So if the laptop explodes, you can go over here. For important meetings, a good Girl Scout is always prepared.
Yeah. And
you just have to have alternate ways to communicate.
All right. Those are awesome.
Yeah. Most of it's common sense.
Share? Like I love your whole, I love the side hustle. I love that you're doing all these webinars, helping people to, not look like they're, a deer in headlights on Zoom. I think a lot of the teachers probably could have used some Stacey coaching before they started doing all their Google Meets and the Hangouts with the kids, because I know that there's a lot of fear. Like, it's one thing to stand up in front of a class you're engaging with, but I think the other issue people have is seeing themselves on the screen and having to not get distracted by here's the work, here's myself, and the kids are, getting used to being in these virtual classrooms too.
Yeah. The biggest thing about being self-conscious on camera, I think, is knowing that you look the way you want to look. So you don't have to be a bathing beauty, or Brad Pitt to look good on camera. If you get on camera and you're like, oh, I hate I have under eye circles in my hair. Well, then fix it. Go get you never wore makeup in your life. Buy some makeup if you are uncomfortable.
Right.
And if you don't care, then you're crushing it. Right. But if you look at yourself and you're not happy with it, fix the light, get some makeup. And if you're a man too, if you're like, oh, there's plenty of makeup. I even Googled some of them. BuzzFeed has a great article, non-makeup makeup tips for men.
Oh,
so it's
really?
like to make you look like, to make you look like you're not wearing makeup, but why shouldn't you cover up your under eye circles and your pimples? And,
That's why I wear glasses when I go on.
Right. But zhuzh yourself a little bit so that you look like you would at a really important meeting or your daughter's wedding, or, spruce yourself up if you care. And if your career warrants it. That's, and then cover yourself up. Don't look at yourself. You're not supposed to be looking at yourself anyway. You're supposed to be looking at the other people.
Like, what's the strangest thing you've noticed about yourself after doing so many Zooms now and like seeing yourself?
Oh, I notice that I make a lot of faces.
Yeah.
And I know that, but seeing myself doing it, and I hold a lot of tension in my lips. And I make a lot of like lip things. And I'm like, stop that. So I've actually started doing vocal exercises so that I can release my lips, so that when I'm professional calls, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about, well, my lips are weird. I'm thinking, well, I fixed the weird lips, so I'm good. How about you? What's the weirdest thing you noticed about yourself on camera?
Like, one eyebrow goes way higher than the other. I'm always like, oh my God, what are you talking about? Like,
amazing.
I'm thinking about penciling the other one higher so that they look like they're always at the same.
Somehow I don't think that would work.
No, but you know what I feel like? It's also because I'm wearing glasses.
Yeah.
So the eyebrow goes like, I'll raise them, but like this one just goes higher. So now I cock my head a little bit so you can't notice that it's, now everyone is going to be annoyed by my one eyebrow.
Well, now that you brought it up, I'm sorry I asked. I shouldn't have asked.
It's okay.
Now everybody's going to notice.
All 15 people that might watch this.
Yeah. And they're probably all really good friends anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So,
all right. What else do you want to share with us? Because I've kept you way longer than you signed up for.
One thing that is a funny, here comes my children. Let's see if he walks in front of the camera. We're like, oh, it's got to be Zoom. We've got to Zoom. We're Zooming all the time. We can connect. I feel connected. You don't really feel connected on a Zoom call. It's still technology. And I now am begging the question, does it have to be a Zoom call? This thing, I hate to tell you guys, this is a phone. You can call people on it. And sometimes it is such a relief to just get on the phone. You can go to the toilet, you make a cup of tea, you can do whatever you want because you're on the phone, and you can release your eyeballs and look at the ceiling, look at the floor, look at the cat, look out the window. You're not glued to the camera here. So before you get on a Zoom, ask yourself, does it have to be a Zoom? Can I text? Can I call? Teleconference? There's a thing called, I stole this directly from some other human. But it's,
we all do that, Stacey.
I know. He put it up as a meme. He put it as a meme. I'm like, now it's public domain. Zoom traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, it's real. And I actually read an article, National Geographic, here he comes. Hi, baby. National Geographic actually had an article that it's a real psychological thing where your eyes are used to looking at human beings and the physical cues, and we are analyzing millions of micro body language cues every second. And then on camera, it's a disconnect. You're searching for them and you don't see them as clearly. And if there's 6 or 7 or 10 people on a call, you're processing way too many at once. And you're also looking at yourself and being self-conscious looking at your eyebrows, and your brain is melting. It's a lot of work. So give yourself a break and don't do everything on Zoom if you don't have to.
I love that point.
Yeah.
I love it. Well,
Until we
let's end
can
on
meet
that
in
point.
person.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's end on that one. It was a really good one.
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah, no, these have been great. Really great. Hopefully people will watch this and get some tips. And I'm bummed that we were not able to do this live on Facebook because I like to see the interaction,
Yeah.
you know, with people. Like they'll ask questions and stuff like that, but it's okay. Anyway, Stacey Mandeville, you can find her on virtualcoachworking.com, right?
Mhm. And
Or
still
Red
at
Leaf,
Red Leaf Coaching.
or redleafcoaching.com for when we do go back to some sense of normal.
Well, I'm doing all my coaching virtually now.
That's awesome. But you're coaching people for public speaking, but there is no public speaking.
It's so meta. I'm doing webinars on how to do great webinars. I'm also doing webinars on emotional intelligence, managing people. It's not just, it's beyond public speaking
that's
now.
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm doing all of my coaching. All of my coaching is online now. So if anybody needs coaching, that's still a thing.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Awesome.
you know me. I'm going to survive and pivot and thrive.
You
and
just
make
keep
it work.
on pivoting.
Oh yeah, I'm a ballerina already.
Awesome. I pivoted to the wellness industry. I'm now selling KN95 masks. Go figure.
I know, right? But you're the same. You're gonna crush it and make it work.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me on, Haley.
Thank you for coming on. This was fun. Go have a margarita or a tequila or you drink rum, right? Is it rum? No, not rum. You drink scotch.
Bourbon.
Yes. All right. I would have gotten it eventually. Next time I'll start with the alphabet. Alcohol, bourbon. There you go. All right. I miss you.
I miss you too.
And I hope to see you soon.
I hope so soon.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank you for this. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have to figure out how to stop going live on YouTube.
Right. You'll figure it out.
I could record my crazy family dinners on there. That would be fun. Watch us tonight on YouTube.
Wow.
See what you might find at our dinner table. Oh my God, you should see the stuff that goes on at our dinner table.
I bet people would watch it. You could monetize that.
They would watch it. I actually took a little snippet and sent it to a friend.
Wow.
I was like, I can't not share some of this stuff. It's too good.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Funny. It was so good to see you, even though
it was good to see you too. Thank you so much, and good luck with all of this. And always let me know how I might be able to help you.
I will do. You too.
All right. And everybody, thank you so much for watching. Now I'm looking at you, and I'm not down here, and I'm not up here. I'm brightly lit. So thank you guys for watching, and you know where to find us. Okay. Stopped recording.